Hello, my dear friends. I trust all of you are getting along fine. Praise the Lord. Well, my dear friends, today my video talk is going to be a bit off track. All right, that means a bit for a hatke, a bit different. Today, I'm going to focus on something that would help you all to improve your oratory skills, Oratory, so that you all become good orators. Orator. A good orator is a person who speaks very well. If you're a good orator, you can become a very good lawyer in the High Court or the Supreme Court, or you become a good politician also. All right? If you don't know how to speak very well, it's a very, very big disadvantage. So, basically, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to read out a passage from one of the best modern day authors, a Brazilian author, one of my favorites, from one of his bestsellers, a book by the name of The Alchemist. Okay, and the author, of course, is the Brazilian Paulo Coelho. The main purpose of this is to help you all improve your speaking skills as well as your listening skills, which are equally important. So I'm going to initially read it in the normal way a person would read a passage, and then I'm also going to read it in a very slow manner. Pace will be lowered, speed will be lowered, and I would like you all to please keep a pencil or a pen handy and write down what I'm saying. And the entire speech, very small, one page, note it down as if you're taking down a dictation. Any spellings which are hard, I will spell it out for you. And then I would like all of you, in your spare time, after I finish the video talk, read it out aloud as many times as you can. And it would be better if you all could record your voice, like when you send a voicemail, record your own voice, listen to it, and then listen to the part where I read out the passage in the normal way, the first part, not the slow one. And compare the two and see, are you being able to match? This would indeed help you a lot to improve the way you throw your words, your pronunciation, etc. All right? नमस्कार दोस्तों, आज मैं एक ब्राजीलियन लेखक के द्वारा एक गई किताब का एक अनुच्छेद आपको पढ़ा के सुनाऊंगी। ओके, जा हम आप लोग कोशिश कीजिए इसको सुन के लिखने के लिए, ठीक है? पहला बार इससे साधारण गति से मैं पढ़ूंगी। ओके, इसके बाद मैंने इसके गति को धीरे करके फिर से पढ़ूंगा। ओके, मैं चाहूंगा कि इसके दौरान आप मेरे शब्दों को कहीं लिखें। Alright, note it down. Please note it, write down the passage as I said. Okay, और मेरा पढ़ना होने की बाद आप अपनी आवाज में अपनी पठन को कहीं रिकॉर्ड कर लो। ओके, और रिकॉर्ड करके सुनो, ठीक है? और मेरे पठन के साथ मिलाए। ओके, कठिन शब्दों की वर्तनियों को मैं आपको बता दूंगा। I will spell out the words which are hard. जो शब्द थोड़ा कठिन है, हम स्पेलिंग आपको बता देंगे, ठीक है? नो प्रॉब्लम दैट वे, आपको लिखने में सुविधा हो। ओके, और उसके साथ साथ मैं चाहूंगा कि आप अपनी पठान को मेरे पठान के साथ मिलाए, जिससे कि अपने पढ़ने की क्षमता को बढ़ाए, which will help you how to speak. All right? No problem? ঠিক আছে, very good. তো আমি সংক্ষিপ্তভাবে বলে দিচ্ছি, এসব বলতে বলতেই 3 ভাষাতেই তো আমার 5 মিনিট চলে গেল। যে আজকে আমি একটু ব্যতিক্রমীভাবে ভিডিওটা করেছি। ঠিক আছে? আমি একটি খুবই নামী ব্রাজিলিয়ান লেখকের একটি গল্পের একাংশ পড়ব। অ্যালকেমিস্ট বলে যেই খুব নামকরা গল্পটি উপন্যাসটি লিখেছিলেন সেখান থেকে। এটার প্রধান উদ্দেশ্য হলো যাতে তোমরা কথা বলার ধরন বা ধরনের উন্নতি করতে পারো এবং তাদের সঠিক উচ্চারণ, যাকে আমরা অ্যাকসেন্ট বা প্রনাউন্সিয়েশন বলে থাকি। ঠিক আছে? So let's get along with it. All right? Here we go. Today I'm going to read. All right? So first I'm reading it in the normal way. Please listen to it. And then I will read it in a slow way where you can note it down. All right? So here we go. I remember receiving a letter from the American publisher HarperCollins, which said that reading The Alchemist was like getting up at dawn and seeing the sun rise while the rest of the world still sleeps, all right, or still slept. I went outside and looked up at the sky and thought to myself, so the book is going to be translated. Why did he say that? Because he had a feeling that this book is going to be good and it is going to be soon published in several languages. And yes, that's what exactly happened to his book. At that time, I was struggling to establish myself as a writer and to follow my path. So at that time, I was struggling myself as a writer and to follow my path, despite all the voices telling me it was impossible. And little by little, my dream was beginning, or rather becoming, a reality. 10, 100, 1,000, a million copies were sold in America alone. One day, a Brazilian journalist phoned to say that President Bill Clinton has been photographed reading the book. Sometime later, when I was in Turkey, I opened the famous magazine called Vanity Fair, and there was the heartthrob of Hollywood, Julia Roberts, the actress, declaring that she adored the book. Right? Walking down a street in Miami, in the United States, I heard a girl telling her mother, "You must read The Alchemist, Mum." The book has been translated into 61 languages, has sold more than 30 million copies worldwide, and people are beginning to ask, what's the secret behind such a huge success? The only honest response is that I don't know. All I know is that, like Santiago, the shepherd boy in the story, we all need to be aware of our personal calling. That's something that is in your heart, what you feel that you need to do, your desire, right? Don't go just like, well, everyone's doing BCom, I'll do BCom. Everyone needs to go to the college to get a degree, I need to get a degree. What are you going to do with that? Have a dream and try to give that shape. It may be tough. You might have to struggle, but eventually you will succeed. All right? Well, that was a passage, a very short passage, my dear friends. Now, I'm going to once again read it rather slowly. Please take it down as a dictation, and then I've told you what you need to do. All right? Here we go again. I remember receiving a letter. I remember receiving a letter from the American publisher. From the American publisher, HarperCollins. That's the name of the publisher, is HarperCollins. HarperCollins. একসাথে, but two words. the names of two people, Harper and Collins. So it is Harper Collins, which said that reading The Alchemist, the name of the book was Alchemist, I told you. Reading The Alchemist, A-L, chemist, C-H-E-M-I-S-T, Alchemist. Reading The Alchemist was like getting up at dawn, D-A-W-N, getting up at dawn and seeing the sun rise, okay? Getting up at dawn and seeing the sun rise while the rest of the world slept. I went outside, looked up at the sky and thought to myself. So, the book is going to be translated. অনুবাদ হবে. Okay? At the time, I was struggling to establish myself. E-S-T-A-B-L-I-S-H. প্রতিষ্ঠিত হওয়া. Establish myself as a writer and to follow my path. All right? Despite all the voices, that means everybody, all the voices telling me it was impossible. And little by little, my dream was becoming reality. And little by little, my dream was becoming a reality. R-E-A-L-I-T-Y, reality. 10, 100, 1,000, 10, 100, 1,000, 1,000,000 copies were sold in America. 1,000,000 copies were sold in America. One day, a Brazilian journalist, Brazilian, B-R-A-Z-I-L-L-I-A-N, Brazilian journalist, Journalist, a Brazilian journalist phoned to say President Bill Clinton, he was the former president of the United States of America, a very charming president. President Clinton had been photographed, P-H-O-T-O-G-R-A-P-H-E-D, photographed reading the book, The Alchemist. Okay? Sometime later, when I was in Turkey, the country called Turkey, T-U-R-K-E-Y. When I was in Turkey, I opened the magazine, Vanity Fair. It's the name of a very renowned magazine worldwide, more or less into fashion things and etc. Vanity Fair, V-A-N-I-T-Y-F-A-I-R, Vanity Fair. And there was Julia Roberts, name of an American actress, renowned actress. Julia Roberts. Julia, Julia, Julia Roberts, R-O-B-E-R-T-S. Julia Roberts, declaring that she admired the book. A-D-M-I-R-E-D, admired the book. All right? Sorry, she adored the book, not admired the book. adored the book, which is, more affectionate. When you really, really like something, you adore that thing. You adore someone. You adore friendship with someone. Okay? You really like something. It may not be love, but you can adore something. Full of affection. All right? So, that she adored the book. A-D-O-R-E-D. Adored. It comes from the word adore. A-D-O-R-E. You adore somebody. Adored the book. Walking alone down a street in Miami, I heard a girl telling her mother, "You must read The Alchemist. You must read The Alchemist." Well, the book has been translated. The book has been translated into 61 languages, has sold more than 30 million copies. I repeat, the book has been translated into 61 languages and has sold more than 30 million copies worldwide. And people are beginning to ask, beginning spelling Beginning, beginning to ask, what is the secret behind such a huge success? What is behind such a huge success? The only honest response is that I don't really know. The only honest response is that I really don't know. All I know is that, like Santiago, the shepherd boy, Santiago একটা shepherd boy, মেষপালকের নাম বা গোপালের নাম, Santiago, 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 the shepherd boy. We all need to be aware of our personal calling. We all need to be aware of our personal calling. What is in our heart? Just like everyone's doing BA in the college, everyone's doing BCom, I'm also going there. Oh no, my parents want me to do science. I think whatever is your desire, you should try to give it shape. Well, I will not carry on anymore for today. Please follow what I've told you. Keep reading it aloud. Compare it to the way I have read it in the first instance, and try to improve the way you speak. It'll help you in the long run. All right? My next episode is surely going to be a very short one. Bye-bye.